What up? Oh man. Oh boy. Chat, I gotta tell you. It's hot in here. It is hot in here. I'm sweating like a pig right now. I would open the window. I want to open the window, right? Which is right behind this computer. But the sound from the street will be so loud. So, for your sake, chat, I'm not going to do that. You just have to deal with me looking like a sweaty mess. Also, I'm late. I'm starting a bit late, sorry. I have no excuse. I apologise. I humbly apologise. I hope you can accept that. What are we drawing today? Well, chat. We're doing this. This is that illustration of the cake character for Saturday nights that I said we were going to do, and as you can see, I've already done a hell of a lot of work on it. Why is this like this one? It should be like this. There we go. I've already done a lot of work on it. And so we're just going to finish colouring it in today, basically. We're just going to do all the shading and shit like that. So it's going to be a boring one, probably. But, you know, it is what it is. It's got to get done. I didn't want to do all of, like, the important shit on stream because I wanted to make this good. So I needed to concentrate, chat. And I can't concentrate properly when I'm streaming. But the colouring in shit should be easy peasy, mate. Nothing to worry about there. Let's find. Let's see if I do this, because this will give us a good idea on the sort of the colours that we want to use. I think. Okay, yeah. So. Do I want to just straight rip these colours? I don't want to just straight rip these colours. But like, for example, this colour here on this grey is nice. So let's steal this. I think what we want to do, yeah, is draw this on another layer. That's what we want to do. But maybe we hold this so that we're only drawing on this bit, you know? Okay, where's our light source, chat? We've got to decide. I think we just do from the top. Easy money. Top and never so slightly left. Let's put a bit of smoothing on this bad boy. So like... like this, you know? And if you were here for the Sesame Street Fighter stuff, it's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be the same sort of thing as that. In fact, what I might do is, on this layer, select like this for now. And then on here, go. In fact, I should be able to just do, whoa. That's not the tool I wanted it to be. No, it's not going to do it. Maybe that? No, it's not going to do it. That's fine. I should write that, yeah. Cool. So that's the mission today, chat. Is do that everywhere. And then maybe even another layer of shading. I don't know, we'll see how mental we want to get with it, you know? How utterly crazy. We'll see. In fact, I am going to turn these... I'm just going to have one so that I know what I'm drawing against. I think I have to do this because I don't think it's going to register. Annoyingly. Much as I don't want to have to do this. think I do have to do this. Boom. Dang it! Yeah, see up here, it's not clocked that as a whole thing, has it? Nice. Okay, this white bit needs to get erased. And up there as well. That's nice. We don't want it to be too purple though, is the problem. Because we don't want the whole thing to look completely purple. We want it to still read as grey. Oh, no, that. So maybe we do something like this. That's a bit better. Oh yeah, I wanted to do like what did I? Maybe not so much like that. Maybe more like no, it just looks bad. Boom. No, come on. Come on, Photoshop. Come on, Photoshop. What's the problem? Hmm? Oh, shit. I know what the problem is. Drawing it all on the wrong layer. This big dummy over here. Why? Why? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's why. Because I'm an idiot is why. I am an idiot. Would you Adam and Eve it? I wonder why this etch had gone all rough. That's why, chat. Because I'm a big dumb. It's fine. It's fine. That's what I can do there is select this and then do that. I actually don't like that, so what I'm going to do instead is I've got too many layers, I keep drawing on the wrong layer. Actually, what I should do is lock this layer so I can't draw on it. Yeah, cool. There we go. Now I shouldn't be drawing on the layer. Well, I might draw on the other layers, but I won't draw on that layer by accident. So that's good news. Cool. Such an awkward angle to try and draw that. That's a much nicer angle to try and draw that. Right there. Let's do this. That's probably better. Okay. So annoying that it looks like that. Oh, it's because it's on the other layer, that's why. Oh yeah, but even so, I should still be able to do this. Right. I can! Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. Okay. If I put this to clear, it's gonna leave an edge, isn't it? Oh no, maybe not. Nah, it does. It leaves an edge. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. In which case we'll have to do it like this. Well, I actually didn't need to rotate that there, but it's quite useful. It's actually worked out in my favour, so that's nice. I don't think you need that to be honest. I think you can just get away with doing like that. Yeah. Okay. Good. We are as well going to do chat some half toning of because of course we are. So in some areas here, like where you would have some shade, instead of like doing another color or whatever, we're just going to do some half tones in there. To create the illusion of another shade. Okay, this. And then like this, maybe. Sure, why not? Probably should have looked at reference for this, but who's got time for that, chat? Who's got time for that? Not this guy. That's for damn sure. Not me. Couldn't be me looking up reference. Couldn't possibly be me. I mean, maybe we should have just done all the colour on one layer. It would have made it so much easier, but oh well. I called that layer flats, so I'm going to have to leave it as flats. In fact, let's call this shade 1. Or let's just call it shade, because it didn't register the 1. That's fine. I didn't want it to anyway, if I'm honest with you. I didn't need it to. That bit, and like a bit here. Something like that, maybe? Make any sense at all? Probably not. Oh boy. That's right. Ah, jeez. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Fuck it. Fine, I'll do it myself. There we go. Hello. I am British, yeah, I'm English. Sorry about that. Bum, 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 bum. I can't help it. I'm one of the worst English as well. I'm Brummy, so my accent's bad here as well as everywhere else. It's a bad time. Is that a good thing, Pom? Is that a nice thing? I don't know if that's a nice thing. I'm going to take it as a term of endearment and not like racist slang. How about that? You're at the park with your dog. Nice. That sounds fun. I wish I was at the park with my dog. Well, I wish I had a dog first. That would help. Is it nice weather there? It's just chill. Okay, that's fine. Is it nice weather in the park? It's really nice weather here. And I'm spending it cooped up inside, because of course I am. I think everyone has a derogatory term for Americans, to be honest. There are plenty of lovely American people, though. Let's get real. 9:30. Where are you? In the world, I mean. So don't just say park. 9:30 p.m. Oh god, I'm trying to guess. I don't know which way goes. You've got to be quite far away, right? Because it's 2:30 in the afternoon here. I don't know. I don't know. Like New Zealand? Maybe? Nah, because then you wouldn't have been surprised by my British accent, I don't think. Or maybe you would. Surely it's like the other time. No, because New Zealand it would be like the opposite time of day, right? It'd be like 2. Yeah, it'd be like 2 in the morning or something stupid if you were on the other side of the planet. Your dog's a German Shepherd, okay. I don't know if that helps. Let's look at a time zone map. So you're what, 6 or 7 hours ahead of me? Okay, so you could be in like Mexico or somewhere, you know? Big but sweet, that's nice. Want a clue? I'd love a clue, yeah. I'd love a clue. It's a big world, mate. I can't get it in one. It's a big world out there. And I have no idea. Oh, I think that still reads as grey. Well, silver, right? So that's fine. Country Europe adopts for 1 day a year for a contest. Okay. What kind of a contest is that? Is that like Eurovision or something? Oh, I don't watch Eurovision if it is. Okay. Like Azerbaijan or something like that is what I'm thinking right now. But I don't know well enough. I don't know well enough which of those countries are already technically in Europe and which of them like are only in Europe on 1 day of the year. So that's where I'm at with that. Like, I don't know Europe at all. And unfortunately now I don't really have to. Another clue. Yeah, give me another clue. I'd love another clue. What's a British prison? You were a British prison. You didn't just have a British prison. I don't know. The thing about that that's really depressing is that doesn't narrow it down that much. Well, once a British prison. I've got a world map up right now. I don't know, like a Bosnia and Herzegovina? Am I in the right kind of area of the world? If I'm saying like a Bosnia and Herzegovina or whatever. Like by Romania. That kind of area. Cassowary, emus, kangaroos, koala, wallaby. Okay. So are you in Australia then? When I said New Zealand, I was close. See, that would make sense for like the surprised about British accent as well. That you could distinguish a British accent. Hang on, when is Australia ever in Europe? Is Australia in Eurovision? Is that what that was? I don't know, I don't watch Eurovision. Or is there like a European sports thing that has Australia in? Okay, I think that's the grey done. The purple on the grey. Let's start with this, but I don't think I want it to be that. That's not that bad actually. But no, I don't want it to be that colour. Whoops. I did not mean to pop that into full screen mode like that. Standard screen, thank you. Since 2015. Wow, have you ever won it? It'll do for now. We can always change these colours later if we need to. It's not the end of the world. I had Australian viewers. Oh, that makes sense. It does sort of feel like one of those things that at some point is just going to contain everyone in the world, right? It's just going to be a world song contest. although it is a very European thing. Like, I don't know how well Americans would take to Eurovision. They'd probably think of it as an affront, you know, they'd be afraid of it. They'd be afraid of it. They wouldn't know how to cope with all the glitz and the glam, you know? I don't think America is ready for something as camp as Eurovision, quite frankly. And that's their loss. They have their own one. What is it? States-vision. I don't really know what to do with this arm here. Oh, that just looks wrong. Doesn't look that wrong actually. It looks alright. It's called American Song Con. Okay. I hope it gets cancelled. How long does it been going for? American Song Contest. Yeah, that just kind of sounds like a. That's such a weird one, actually, isn't it? Oh, I guess because it's Eurovision Song Contest, isn't it? That's what it's called. So it makes sense that it'd be American Song Contest. It's a weird concept. Which country can come up with the best song this year? That is a weird concept. I mean, it's fun. But it's weird that it's like you have to write a song just for this. You can't just go, okay, you know, a British artist made this incredible song this year, so we're going to submit that. I don't know, it's a whole weird, it's a weird thing. And now you're stuck with us in the weird. Oh, Canadian Song Contest. They'll make a song contest anywhere. I feel like Canadian Song Contest, they'd be too nice to like downvote anyone though. Like, how do you choose a winner when everyone's so lovely there? You know? Whereas in Eurovision, like, everyone hates each other. So people just vote for their friends. And bomb the country. They just go, okay, which country do we hate this year? Let's just fucking give them no votes. Sack them off. Send them a message. Canada, they're too nice for that. And surely, like, Canada doesn't have, like, enough provinces or whatever, really, does it? So it's just like, oh, Canada won again. Great. Or is it, like, the individual people competing? In which case, it's more like an X Factor, you know? Yeah, Eurovision should. I don't know. It's well established now, so it makes sense that it would stick around. But I think I'd rather just invite those countries into Eurovision than have them start their own rival franchises. I know it doesn't work because then they're not. It's not Europe. But like you say, you're not in Europe, and now you're in Eurovision, so. But that is very like America to be like, we'll do it better. Bigger and better. Fuck you. We'll do our own. We'll have our own Eurovision with blackjack and hookers, you know? That's very American of them. You are a British prison, that's true, yeah. That's true. That seems like an incredibly... I didn't realise that we used you as a prison at one point. That seems like an incredibly inefficient prison. If you're literally the other side of the planet. I think I'm doing too much here. It's too much. Also, I think the other colour was better. This one that had a bit more purple in it. This is nicer. Is that going to leave an edge? Yeah, it is. That's so annoying. In which case, we can do... No, adjustments, go away. Go back to your home here, and then go away. Oh, that's going to have fucked up my whole screen thing, isn't it? There we go, that's better. Gotta head home. Alright, see you in a bit. Have fun. See you next Eurovision. Hope we win. Three minutes. Wow. That's efficient. Man, I don't want any of this. I only want... this blue here. Bum, 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 bum. In fact, I'm just going to colour this whole thing like that. Like that. And this I'm going to go like this too, I think. Yeah, that's better, that's better. Should this just be like this, do we think? No, I think that's fine. Once again, should have used some reference here, but that's fine. We live and we learn in equal measure. Actually, I want this to dip like this, I think. Ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-da-bum. honestly don't know if this looks better with or without shading. Putting all this work in, I might not even need to. Like, I like the flat, like that. Whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. This should be like... Yeah, that's probably better. Or maybe more like, it's got to come from this, so like that. The shadow starts here where this touches. Because where it's touching, the shadow is exactly against the point of contact, right? So then from there it comes out and gets further away like that. Yeah, that'll do. Let's have a bit of a shimmer on this side boob, shall we? Why not? Fucker. Sure. Whatever. Bum 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 bum. I feel like it should be darker because it's meant to be like a leather jacket. Yeah, like that. But maybe a bit more blue. Like here. Too dark. I think we go like that. This song's gonna annoy me. Nope. I'm gonna change this color like 1,000 times. I can just feel it. Okay. No, that's worse. It's too different. It's too different. Oh, no, the problem is this. Hello. I was worried. That sounded like a long way to go to get home. Jeez. But you made it home safe. That's nice. Okay. Okay. What do I call this art style? I don't know if I do. I do make comics. So I guess some of it is kind of comic inspired. The inking's very comic-like. The coloring's more like for poster design stuff. Stuff like this, right? Which I guess is kind of comic-y in a way. But I don't know is my answer, sorry. It's a bit like sort of like Matt Taylor or like Shinkira's work on Tatsunoko versus Capcom or versus Street Fighter or whichever it was. No, it's Capcom. It's Tatsunoko versus Capcom. It's basically just ripping off that style. So whatever that art style is this art style. How old your dog is? You panicked. I still feel like 2017 was 2 years ago though, to be fair to it. To be It feels like yesterday, you know? Like the idea that there are people that are of a legal drinking age that were born this century is insane to me. But then I'm old, so it is what it is. I guess we do the skin next. Skin tone. This is far too pink though, we're not going to do that. Far too pink. Why, were they scary? Some people are scary, especially at night. Or is it just embarrassing that you don't know the age of your own dog? I don't think that's embarrassing at all. When you put on the spot like that, sometimes it's hard, you know? Yeah, you're embarrassed. Yeah, alright. I don't think they're gonna notice. I think you'll be fine. They've probably completely forgotten that interaction. Or they might just be thinking about your dog if your dog's cute, you know? I think that's the good thing about having a dog when you go walking and you're outside and stuff, is that the dog just kind of takes everyone's attention away from you. No one's looking at you, mate. No one's thinking about you. Sorry to break it to you. There were like 9 of them will look at my dog or me. Almost certainly looking at you, mate. I mean, your dog, sorry. The dog's awesome. There you go, exactly, see? Dog just takes the pressure away. Man, this hand is actually going to be really difficult to do. Or maybe we just sack it off entirely. There we go. Does that make sense? Sort of? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it looks like a weird floppy broken hand, but it's kind of the point. Yeah. Yeah. See, maybe maybe the dog was their way in. Maybe we're thinking about this the wrong way. Do you have smoking tan arms? Because if not, it's probably the dog. Also, surely tank tops are all the rage in that part of the world. It's very hot, from what I've heard. Although I've never actually been to Australia. My parents have, and my sister have, and they both went at the same time. So they were kind of all in Australia without me, which is a bit sad. But it is what it is. I just wouldn't. That one might be. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Flip. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't quite in a rage. And to be fair, it did cost them a hell of a lot of money to travel to the other side of the planet. So, you know, it is what it is. And it wasn't like they took my sister but not me. They just both happened to be going to Australia at the same time. I mean, what are the fucking chances of that, right? Hey, maybe they lied to me. Maybe they did all go together because they hate me. Who knows? That might be more believable. Maybe they were just like, God, I hate this guy. Let's go to the other side of the world to get away from him for once. Jeez. And then they finally had some peace and they had to come home and deal with me again. Maybe that's what it was. I doubt it though. Highly doubt that that was the reason. To the Philippines at April, so 8 of us. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be expensive. Going anywhere really is expensive, especially when you're going far away. And to places that aren't like tourist hotspots. Those are the... Which I guess the Philippines kind of is. But it's not like... Like if you go to like a Spain or an Italy or whatever... Everyone goes to Spain or Italy. It's set up for it. You know what I mean? It's set up for tourism. If you go to places that aren't quite as set up for tourism, my God, they can be expensive. His face looks a little bit demented with the wide eyes, but I kind of like that. 5.7k or 200k. 5.7k in Australian dollars, I'm assuming. $5,000 Australian dollars into pounds. That's still £3.2. I mean £3.2 thousand pounds. Almost 3.3 thousand, man. That's a lot. That's a hell of a lot of money. That's a whole heck of a lot of money. For a trip. Yeah, go away. Why are you putting libraries down here now? Oh God, I hate when it does this. I hate it so much. There we go. The Philippines isn't hang on. Philippines isn't that far, is it? I'm gonna go look at a world map before I make myself sound stupid. In my head, the Philippines is like, yeah, it's like right next to Australia. It's like Just like Indonesia and that in between you and them. Although Australia is massive. How long was the flight? Same time zone, yeah, fine. Oh, okay. So you don't even have to deal with adjusting to a new time zone. That's good. That is nice. Been an absolute idiot actually in doing the tolerance is up, that's why. Whatever. What if we select color range of this? Okay, that's better. That's better. This is very wrong though here, so maybe we shouldn't have done that. Should be more like that, right? Like just gonna leave it like that, I think. I just googled it, I just went to bed in the airplane. 17 hours. 17 hours. What? To fly that? That's insane. That's so long. I feel like when I flew from... Actually, I can't remember where we flew from, but to South Africa. It was like a 13-hour flight. And that's like 3 times the length. Were you flying in like a helicopter? Perth to Singapore. Wow. And that's 17 hours. Oh, okay, so it was 2... It was a... It wasn't direct. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, see that? It's just not... It's not going to cut it, is it? That shade. I think slightly more red. Like a winey colour. Well, maybe it's going to cut it actually. But ever so slightly darker. Like that. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, well, I don't know about Camagüey or Camagüey. I've never heard that before, so I don't know if you spelled that right. Singapore's right, Perth's right. Manila, again, don't know, but it looks right. I can read it, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters, right? Okay, so why is this not picking up this pink? Point sample. Does that help? Nope. Tolerance 1. Oh, it's because I'm on shade, that's why. There we go. Doi. da, da. That wouldn't make sense. God, it looks even scarier now. Might have to tone the eyes down a wee bit. How are these two different shades? How has that happened? Oh, I want this. Oh, that's all. This. There we go. There we go. Ugh. Oh. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it this way. We'll do it the manual way. It's fine. Oh, pop art. Yeah, it's a bit pop arty. It's a bit pop arty, yeah. It's kind of like a more detailed pop art sort of style. It's like an evolution of pop art in a way. But it's not like pop art's like a fine art thing that has a thing to say, right? This doesn't really have much to say. It's just meant to be pretty, right? Will I just become down? Hey. It's good to acknowledge your feelings. Everybody feels down, right? It's a passing thing. It's never a permanence. Dum, 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 dum. Why don't you have a girlfriend? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Maybe you need to be going for more walks with your dog in your tank top. Maybe that would help. You gotta put yourself out there, you know? You gotta be in it to win it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All of that good information. I've put this shade on the wrong layer. By Jove. A guy on a motorcycle slowed down near me and said in the photo's voice, "I wish I was a dog," and sped away. See? You gotta put yourself out there. A dog gets people's attention. Yeah, look, it's baby steps, okay? It might not be the person that you wanted, but in the future it could be, you know? Wish I was a dog is a weird thing to say in really any situation. But Maybe he was just realizing that he was a furry. Maybe you helped him find himself. There's got to be peace in knowing that, right? Try something really radical here, I think. That's worse. It's just way worse. I don't know, man. It's tough to blame the dog, isn't it? You don't want to put that kind of pressure on the dog. I think any kind of dog is better than no dog, right? You're at a head start. Against all the other eligible bachelors out there that don't have a dog, you already have a head start against them, so. I wouldn't jeopardize that. Although, that being said, a Rottweiler is one of the more intimidating of the dogs. Okay, fine. See, that's all you need is a conversation starter. That's the hardest part. And your dog does it for you, so you're in. Oh, dude, I do that all the time. I live with my headphones on. I feel weird taking them off. I think just, you know, be aware of your surroundings, you know? Just look around. Because the AirPods can be a good deterrent from, you know, the creepy people that, like that guy on the motorbike. You can just pretend you didn't hear him say he wants to be a dog because you had your AirPods in, you know? They help you filter out who you do and don't associate with. Exactly. That's true as well. It gives you more of an aloof, you know. It's a game of give and take, you know. You got to find the balance, I guess. That's life. You can't be all things to all people at all times. I just think, you know, don't overthink it. Just don't overthink it. As you've just established there's merits to whatever decision you make, so. Potentially sweaty from a jog and only wear gym shorts and drench myself in water and not muscular or only skinny. Well, my first advice would be no, don't do that. That sounds terrible. My second point would be that runners generally are skinny, so that you would get away with that. If you run a lot, you don't want to be big because you're running with too much weight. That's what I tell myself anyway. And yeah, the drenching yourself in sweat thing, probably going to be more of a turn off, I think, I would imagine. Like a sweaty man walking around with a big dog. You know, not the most approachable. Not the most approachable. And again, I think you're overthinking it. I think the dog's going to do most of the work, mate. Honestly, if you ask me. Let the dog carry you. Not literally, figuratively. The dog is the MVP. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm short and skinny too, so, you know, I feel your pain. I don't know what that is in feet. And I don't know... Actually... That sounds... 5'6". Okay, that's not that. I'm like 5'7", so... I used to think that I was 5'9", which is like the national average. And like I put that on like my Tinder profile and everything. And then I measured myself and I'm 5'7", so. So there's that. England uses feet. Yeah, we do, weirdly. For height, we do. For pretty much anything else, we use the metric system. Although there's a bit of a to-do about it right now, with the government trying to force us to use imperial or whatever, I don't know, but I just kind of ignore that. But yeah, for height, for some reason, we use feet. Which is nonsense, because we don't really use it for anything else, because it's a stupid system. Like an arbitrary amount of space is an inch, and then an arbitrary amount of inches is a foot. That makes no sense. Man, I still think this kind of looks better without the shading. Oh well. We'll get there. Maybe when it's all done, it'll all tie together nicely, you know? I need this little golden colour here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This. Thank you. Eat a lot, yeah. Eat my veggies and stuff, but it's hard for me to gain weight. Yeah, I have the same problem. My metabolism's like too good. And now that I'm getting a bit older, it's kind of leveling out a bit. And I am developing something of a beer gut, which is worrying. I thought that I could just drink beer forever and be fine, but it turns out, no. Actually, there are going to be consequences for that. But yeah, especially when I was young, I couldn't ever gain weight at all. But it'll come. You'll get there. It's more about being healthy, right? Generally. Like, eat your veggies, you're right. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's gotta be done. Don't drink beer. Well then, you don't have to worry about the beer gut situation. So that's good for you. Me, it's too late. I've already drank too much beer. Only vodka. Vodka. Man. I used to drink a lot of vodka when I was like 18, and then I grew out of it. This vodka is kind of boring, if you ask me. Bum, bum, bum. Vodka probably is still bad for you though, so. I don't know if it's as bad for you in terms of your weight. I imagine beer is probably worse actually, because it bloats you, doesn't it? So maybe vodka's the way to go. I think I'm... no, I'm going to do this. I am going to do that in a couple of other areas as well. I'm just going to retcon this somewhat. "15 minutes is over 4 minutes ago." Okay, so you can't be down anymore. Is that what you're saying? Now you've got to force yourself to be happy. Good luck with that. In there. It's late. Well, that's not that late. Well, it's late when you consider that here it's 3:30 in the afternoon. So... the hair details. Yeah, hair's fun to draw because you can just go wild on it, you know? You can just go nutty. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep the face. It's kind of scary. I'm like intimidated. I think she needs to be kind of smiling a bit more. She looks a little bit serial killer at the moment. Which wasn't really the vibe I was going for. I kind of want to limit that. I like it. Cool. I don't know. For now, I'm going to leave it. We'll leave it for now. One of our past housemates would make. She was fun. When would she make this face? Also, you had housemates? That's rad. And she was like playing with us, that's what housemates do, we would go to school. Oh. Oh, before you go to school, yeah, that makes sense. That is always such a weird concept to me. Like the idea of having nannies and that. It's just like, I don't know. Stopped having housemates when I was 13. Yeah, okay. That's crazy though. That's crazy though. Man. That's so weird. I guess that's what you do, right? Because if your parents are still working full-time or whatever, you need help raising the kids, but that just seems like such an alien concept to me. I've just realised that I didn't do the shading on this leg here. So I need this colour for that. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum. Yeah, that's better. It's just weird then that you have this relationship with this person that like helped raise you that then just kind of doesn't work there anymore, and you just sort of like, do you see them anymore? Like, are they even a part of your life once you get old? I don't know, it's just a weird idea. I suppose it's the same sort of thing with teachers or whatever, but you'd so much rather have that relationship with your parents, right? Surely. Having different people in that, exactly. Like, you just get different people all the time doing different things in your house. Seems weird. I mean, great, like, you don't have to worry about cooking or cleaning and shit like that. That's wicked. Especially if you've got a big house, but yeah, exactly, it gets sad, right? You can't help it. And sure, you don't get attached, but you will have experienced important moments in your life that, you know, you experience with them and not your parents or whatever. I don't know, it just seems... I don't know, I have no concept of it, because we didn't have nannies or housekeepers or any of that growing up. We had my mum and my dad and my two older brothers. It's not a small house. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's when it makes more sense, right? Is when the house is too big to look after by yourself or whatever. Which, frankly, no one needs a house that big. But it becomes like a business, right? To running a house. Because you can't control it all yourself, so you have to outsource it. File, save, especially with a big family. Okay, this but less pink. More like this. Yes, good. Oh, wrong way. At least 1 or 2 metric tons of gravel. Wow. Yeah, that's true actually. If you get hurt, that is on their head in a way, isn't it? That's their job. Yeah. Maybe gardening. Maybe it's a gardening thing. Who knows? No. That'd be my guess anyways, that it's a gardening related deal. Just realised I'm doing this on the wrong layer, but a lot of life goes on. Yeah, oh man, that's been my whole life thinking about that. That's just part of getting older though, right? Like, you wish you could go back knowing then what you know now, right? And how much you would change and how much you would... Like you say, sometimes you don't realise what you've got until it's gone, right? Or even till it's, you know, you've passed the point of... Oh god, why does this keep doing this? Anti-illicit. Will that change it? Yeah, see, it's still doing it. Dun 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 dun. Like, why is it drawing here? It should not be drawing here. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I don't know where I heard this, but I heard someone that the newer generation is growing too fast. Maybe. I don't know about that. What is going on here? I think that people are kind of more and more in a rush than they used to be. And people expect things to happen for them much faster than they can realistically expect them to happen. Because, you know, everyone nowadays has grown up with, like, the internet and having everything at the touch of a button away, you know? And people kind of expect life to work like that, but it doesn't. Things aren't instant. Things don't happen straight away. They take time. And I think kids of all ages, of all, like, generations, when you're young, you just want to grow up. You just want to be an adult. You just want to be able to do all the fun things that adults can do. And then when you grow up, you realise that actually all the fun happens before that. It's kind of better just to appreciate where you're at and make the most of what you can right now and worry about the rest later, right? Right, still doing it. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. It's fine. It is fine. It's perfectly fine. Why would I bother learning how Photoshop works when I could just ignore the problem? How about that? How about that for a solution, baby? Nice try, Photoshop. Like how my Amazon order takes 2 to 3 weeks to arrive. Things take time. Yeah, see, but that's... Okay, that is a while. But it's not like the end of the world. Like when I was a kid, you could expect things to take a long time to get delivered. Now now what I'm saying is kids grow up with Amazon. They grow up with having things a day away. Probably be sick of it by then. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, 21 is a good age. 21 is a great age to be. If I could have been 21 for my whole life. 21 was one of the best years of my life. Okay, file, save that. You don't have instant one-day delivery. Stinker. Okay, so maybe you haven't grown up with... But kids here have grown up with being able to get whatever they want a day away. And society is kind of catered for that need more and more. You know, Netflix, like, you just click it and it's there. Bam, it's on straight away. You can watch the whole season. You know, when I was a kid, when new shows came out, you got a new episode every week, and if you missed the time when it came out and you hadn't recorded it, then you were shit out of luck. You had to wait until a rerun later in the week. Right, half-turn time. Did I do these? Yeah, I did. Fuck. Okay. Probably want to be 17 again. Maybe. 21's a great age because you're still really young, but you're like old enough to do all the cool things, right? Whereas when you are like 17 or whatever, it is young. It's like you can't go out on nights out and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, see? The problem is if at like 21 or whatever, you have like jobs and responsibilities and stuff. When I was that age, I was at uni and I didn't need a job while I was at uni. So the only responsibility I had was uni, which wasn't that deep. So it was great. I was still young enough to feel young and go out and do shit without thinking about the consequences. But I was old enough to do basically whatever I wanted. That's the dream. Yeah. Yeah, we had to buy well, we were lucky enough to be able to afford to have like 2 rooms with TVs in our house, so whenever we were watching dumb shit in the living room, my dad would go and watch sport in the other room or whatever. Yeah, if you like organising, then sure. But then might ruin organising stuff for you, you know? You associate it with work. And a job is good. It's a great way to meet people. You know, and grow as a person as well. Hey, maybe that's how you get a girlfriend, mate. You get a job and then you get to talking about your dog and you're in. I'm actually gonna Why is the opacity of this so low? That'll be why it was being annoying earlier. Because the opacity was wrong. Ah, and that'll be why that was peeking out too. I think it's fine. A cinema room with chairs and a TV. That sounds great. Sliding glass doors. I hope no one has the keys. Nice. Take the keys with you. I don't think you can really complain about only having one cinema room though, to be honest. I will just call you out on that. That is kind of first world problems, that. Like, oh, geez, my dad's using my cinema room. Wow. Hey, yeah, maybe. Maybe it was a deliberate choice. It's gonna show it. Wow. You'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. If I'm honest. That does seem like a bit overkill that you're only... Well, that the TV is a cinema room. Like, you don't just have a TV. Like, normally if you can afford a cinema room, you would also just have a TV somewhere. You can watch TV without having to watch it on a massive screen. But, hey, I wouldn't complain. Sounds great. Okay, we need to rename this Shade 1. And we do need to make a new Shade 2. Bum 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 bum. Like that. Oh yeah. Kind of sucks being the youngest. I always think the middle child has it the worst, usually. That's generally how it goes. I guess the good thing about being the youngest is that you have so many siblings, right? I mean, unless you hate your siblings, in which case you can't help, but... You have, growing up, more siblings than any of your siblings had growing up, right? Think about it like that. And it sucks now, but later on, when you're in your prime, your brothers and sisters will be like, old and decrepit, you know? You're just 32 something, yeah. That is quite a big gap. Well, that was probably I'm, what, 28 and my brother's 41, so probably about a similar gap. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main problem, is that the more kids your parents have, the more stretched thin they are, right? But like I say, there are positives to any situation, right? Like right now, you're the youngest, and it's like, oh, I'm the youngest. But in like 20 years' time, you'll be like, I'm the youngest, bitch. You know? It's all relative. You've just got to get there. That's the problem. Hey Dan, how you doing? How's life? How's Murica? Hot as fuck, yeah, I can feel that. I believe that. I am not bad. Brag to me. Yeah, you guys can compete. You guys can compete on heat. It's hot here too, but I feel like I'm just preaching to the choir there. Like I was whining when I started streaming about how hot it is, but I imagine you guys have it worse. Actually, I want this to definitely be that. The difference, I will say, just to advocate for my side in the argument, is that we are not set up for heat in this country. Like in places like California, everywhere has air conditioning. But our houses are built to keep the heat in. So hot and sweet, it's 20 degrees. Wow. Yeah, that's 20 degrees is a lovely temperature to be. Actually, what temperature is it right now outside? According to BBC weather, 23 degrees. That's lovely. That's a lovely temperature. It feels warmer than that in this room though. I will say that. Oh, you know how I was like, we've got to be really careful to make sure that we put all the shading on the right layers. I've immediately not done that. I've immediately not done that. Straight away. So I'm just going to combine it onto one layer. Fuck it. We're just going to have to commit to the choices we make here. $140 degrees centigrade. 40 degrees. That's so hot. That's almost 2 times as hot as it's here. That is so hot. How do you like go outside? in that heat. I guess you just don't. You just don't. You haul up in your nice air-conditioned house. Is August going to be hotter? Trying to collect the cool temp. Nice. 14 degrees is quite nice, actually. That's maybe a little cold. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Everywhere's got air conditioning, right? So you're set up for it. You just aren't set up for it here. Let's do the grey next. Let's do Liam Neeson's The Grey. That's true. Trees must be a godsend. Oh yeah, that's annoying. Does that make sense? No, it does not. But like, that would. That would make sense. Probably gets a 45 to 47 while we're there. That sounds hell. That sounds like hell. Literally, that sounds like hell. The temperatures of hell. Can't wait. Cannot wait. I will burn to an absolute crisp. Actually, I imagine... Well, Adam's got quite thick skin, hasn't he? He's got quite thick, vaguely foreign skin. So, he'll be alright. I will die, though. I'm going to have to take a suitcase full of suntan lotion. Yeah. Yeah, the coast will help. Coast will help. Coconut trees sound nice. I'm gonna be drinking the shit out of sun cream, yeah. Oh, that sounds fucking incredible. Parrots. Oh, man. That sounds incredible. Oh, that's rad. We have pigeons here. Does that count? We have pigeons that are so used to being around humans that you can literally walk up to within kicking distance of them and they will still threaten to steal your sandwich from you. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, I can imagine that's true, actually, yeah. I can imagine that most exotic zoos are just, or like exotic pet salesmen, to just look at what we stole from Australia. Or Madagascar, or wherever. Shouldn't have had such cool animals, though, you know? Jeez. Give us a break. What are we going to do? Not steal parrots from their natural habitat? And take them out into the cold and the misery? Come on. Doesn't sound very British. Wild turkeys, nice. Yeah, the pet trade thing is just, it's a nightmare. It's a bad time. I will just say though, advocating for the British, it's not the worst thing we've ever stolen and taken away from, you know, its habitat. Or their habitat is a more human way of saying that. So, you know, we're awful in worse ways than that. I don't think that helps though. People are just evil, aren't they? People are just evil. It's such a weird, because like any normal sane human being looks at videos of stuff like that and goes, oh my god, this is ridiculous, how can this ever happen? But then there's people actually seeing that in real life and making it happen and not going, hang on, how can we do this? You know what I mean? And not being so disgusted by their own actions that they go, hang on a minute, maybe we should not put birds in water bottles and smuggle them across the world. They just go, yeah, I think this is alright actually. Might make us a couple bucks. Night parrot does sound cool, actually, that's true. Yeah. Night parrot sounds like a really bad superhero. Night parrot movie. Hey, maybe we could raise awareness for the night parrot situation in Australia with a night parrot movie. Although in reality, that would just encourage more people to want night parrots and steal them from Australia. You know? You know what else the night parrot sounds like? It sounds like a story that parents would tell their kids to scare them. Like, go to sleep or the night parrot will peck your eyes out. You know? Beware the night parrot. It sees all. Google them. I'll Google them. Fine. Fine. Night parrot. I mean, they're cool. It's not like cool enough that I would spend that much money taking it out across the planet to have it as a pet. It looks like a cockatoo. But without the head thing. You know? Or like a budgie. It looks like a budgie. They do look like an avocado that's about to turn. That's a very accurate description. They should be called avocado parrots. Somehow it's almost more humane to smuggle an egg though, right? I mean, it's still awful and terrible for like the mother or whatever. But at least they're not alive while they're on a plane in a case, you know? You bought too many avocado parrots and that's why you can't afford a house. I mean, same problem, you bought too many night parrots and you can't afford a house. They'll say anything to excuse why you can't afford a house, and not that, you know, the housing market's fucked and the cost of living is too high. And that they're the ones paying less tax, you know? And that the only people that can afford to buy houses are people that already have houses. Which just isn't a very good system. I know it was an avocado toast joke. I know that it was. But it wasn't very funny, Dan. Only 30, between 30 and 100. Okay, that is awful. That's very endangered. That's one of the most endangered species on the planet. That's like, could be extinct next week. It's definitely too few. That is way too few. That's too few to be fucking selling them. Jeez. That's like, put them in a zoo and don't go near them until we breed 1 million more kind of numbers, you know? Yeah. They could be, I guess. I'd imagine you would have wildlife conservationists all over that, though, if there's that few left. So they've probably got trackers on pretty much all of them. You would hope. Otherwise, what are you doing? That species is literally about to go extinct. put them all into a room, turn into an egg factory for a while until their numbers are up kind of deal. Yeah, maybe a little more humane than that, I was thinking, but... I was like, keep them in, you know, controlled habitation. And try and convince them to breed like we do with pandas, right? But maybe egg factory is the way to go. We've definitely, we've perfected the egg factory system with chickens, so... Just torture a few night parrots for a bit and then you've got more night parrots. Great. Kamapoo. Kakapo. Can actually be helped because you can see them. Yeah, night parrots. Well, that's what I mean. Why you should have wildlife conservationists that have tracked the ones they can find. What's a kakapo? I'm going to Google that. Oh, it's another bird thing with a weird face. That's like the most New Zealand-ass bird I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why, but something about it. That just looks like a big night parrot. Ba-bum. Right, do we do another layer? Let's open our Sesame Street Fire things and see what we did with that. No, yeah, we did. We did 3 layers on this. So let's do 3 layers on this. Fuck, that's annoying. I'm sure you can get tiny little trackers, little tracker chips. Surely. Surely. Well, either way, they would have... If there's that few left, then you should know where they are. And you should have people keeping tabs on them. I would think. But I don't know. I'm not a wildlife conservationist. I don't know how it works. Clearly. I've added GPS trackers to all 100 night parrots. There you go. All dead because eaten by eagles. What? Eagles? There's a sub-boss in this story? Oh, I haven't done the shirt yet. Or the fucking pink bit. What am I doing? Doing new layers? I haven't even finished this one. What a dunce. What a big dummy I am. Oh, no. Yeah, this. And then I want this, this, and maybe this. No. That was a joke. Okay, it was a joke. I was going to say, I didn't think... Do you have eagles there? In Australia? Aren't eagles like a quintessentially American thing? Yeah, I understand the joke. Now, of course. Now. But you could tag them. You might not be able to track them, but you could tag them. Although, what good would that do? Everyone that's taking them knows that it's illegal to take them, right? So, doesn't matter if they have a tag on or not. Everyone that ever sees them knows that it's illegal to have them, so doesn't matter if they're tagged. You have eagles. Man, I don't know. I've never been to Australia. We don't have eagles here. Like I said, we have pigeons. Let the night parrots ride the eagles out of Mordor. I don't think that would work. For a whole plethora of reasons. The main one being that the eagles would just eat the night parrots. The eagles don't care if they're extinct. They just think, oh, delicious meal. Om nom 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 nom. It would be like that tale of the scorpion and the turtle, or whatever it is, where the scorpion like stings the turtle or something when he's taking him across the river. You know what I'm talking about. The eagle would be like, yeah, fucking get on. Crack on. And then it'd eat him. Yeah, we do have falcons, which are pretty cool. Surely there is a way to track them. Well, not track them, but to tag them. I refuse to believe there isn't. I mean, if people are able to track them, to capture them and sell them across the world, then surely wildlife conservationists can find one and put a little tag on its leg. And if not, then they need to be hiring the people that are fucking doing the stealing, because they know what they're doing. Is this thing too big? Oh my god, it is. That'll do. There's a scorpion and a frog. Okay. Yeah, let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up and die. Might as well. Alright, I think... Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I think I'm going to leave it there. I think that's enough for today. I think I'm going to do one more layer of it. So that you see how this has got 3 layers of colour. I think I'm going to have this have 3 layers of colour. But I just can't do that right now. So I'll either do it on my own time or I'll do it next stream. I'm the Lorax, I speak to the trees. Try that again, I'll break your fucking knees. Nice. And with that, we'll wrap it up. Hey, Orcs T Retro, Orcs to Retro. Thanks for dropping by, and thanks for following as well. I didn't point it out earlier, but hey, jeez, thanks. And Dan, thanks for saying hello as well. I hope you don't burn to death in the California sun. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, spread the word, spread the wah, and stay chill, Fridge Gang. See you next week. Bye bye. Bye bye. Where's my end screen? There it is. Bye. Bye now. Bye bye.